Yeah, y'all, I'm trying to figure out why I'm in the middle of Miami. Literally at what time?
It's 12:44.
It's 12:44. We go to a club called Mona. Do you know this club told me I'm too dark and too thick? Didn't let her in because she's too thick. Dark?
Bitches have audacity.
What's really going on, Miami? All too dark to get in the club? Yeah, no. Somebody need to let me know what's going on in Miami. Seriously.
So she's clearly not from Miami. I'm not from Miami. I've been there. I don't think that that's actually what happened. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think that she was actually called too dark or too thick to get in the club. She might have been called too thick, but look what she was wearing. I guarantee you it was because of what she was wearing, because that looks like some fucking pajamas. You look like you're wearing pajamas. You are dressed like that and you expect to get into any club. Some clubs have dress code. They don't allow certain things. They don't allow shorts. They don't allow ripped jeans. If you're not wearing, if you're wearing sneakers and you're not wearing shoes, they don't allow you in. If you got certain kind of haircut. I mean, I've been denied from the club before for whatever reason. And it's normal because some places have standards. But I guarantee you that this didn't happen, that she didn't get called too dark and too thick. No. They might have told her, yeah, you've been a little too big for the club, but I guarantee you she didn't get called that. And I'm going to explain to you why right after we watch her follow a video.
As we walking away, just to get away from the scenery, time to go home, it's over and done with, somebody stopped us. It was a promoter. He literally was like, hey, y'all, let me tell y'all the truth. He was like, pointed dead in my face and say, you too dark, you too thick, and also they don't let people wear shorts. Because me and the other girl had on shorts.
I told you it was a dress code.
When you said dark,
I told you it was a dress code.
Literally sunk. Because it's like, dark is crazy. That's the one thing, but at the same time, it's still wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not skinny. Like, you feel me? Cool, and it don't hurt my feelings. But saying that I'm dark, that's colorism. That's being a colorist, and that's not okay. Mind you, before we left, I seen another girl getting in. I just knew the girl was going in the club because she was pretty. She was not thicker. She was thick, but she wasn't big or nothing. I'm like, oh, I bet they gonna let her in with no problem. I see her walking down the street, and that's who's also in the video in the red dress. They didn't let her in, told her she was too thick.
What did I say? That I guaranteed you it was the dress code. It wasn't about her being called too dark or too thick. And I'm going to tell you why this. I don't think, and if it happened, I'll explain to you why, but I don't think he told her you're too dark or too thick. And here's the reason why. Because if this had been like a racism thing, she would have mentioned the race of the other gentleman, or the gentleman that said that to her. You're too dark, you're too thick. Notice that she never said a white man called me too dark, an Asian man called me too dark, a Hispanic man called me too dark, a Native American called me too dark. And then here's the reason why it's possible that it happened, but the guy that did it was a black guy, because she mentioned colorism. Usually black people won't mention colorism if it's not other black people attacking them for the color of their skin. So like a lighter black guy might be like, yo, you're too dark. And so that's colorism, right? That's not racism to them, right? That's just colorism. It's not right. But, you know, if a white guy does it, an Asian guy, Hispanic guy, whatever, then it's racism. But a black guy does it, that's just colorism. So that might have happened. I still don't believe it happened, but if it did happen, it was a black guy. That's why she never made it a big deal about it. And some people tried to make this about race on TikTok, but it wasn't about race. It wasn't about race. It was about you dressing like you're ready to go to bed. And maybe he did say, yo, we don't want fat women in the... Well, I'm sorry. Fat women is not a protected class in America. I know a lot of feminists want to change that because America has gotten out of control, and the body positivity movement tells women that they're healthy at any and every size, and that they're beautiful no matter what, even if they're 600 pounds. Not saying this lady's 600 pounds, but I know the feminists would love to change that. They'd like to make fat being a protected class. And I think I've seen stuff like that floating around where they do want to make that change, which is insane because you can... Immutable characteristics are characteristics about a human that cannot be changed, like the color of your skin, your height, your eye color, whatever, your race, your gender. You cannot change those things. No matter how many people on the far left that tell you that gender's a social construct and I can be a unicorn if I want to be tomorrow. No, you can't. You can't. It's male and female. That's it. But those are things that cannot be changed. Mutable characteristics now are characteristics of you that you can change. You can change your weight. You can change that. You can decide to stop eating fried chicken wings every other day, seafood boils, all this greasy shit, and start going to the gym, and you'll lose the weight. So sorry, it's not a protected class. And so maybe that's the reason why they didn't let her in. And then because of what she was wearing, because like we saw in the first video, she wasn't really dressed particularly well. Or looked like she was ready to go to the club. But I don't think that it happened the way that she said it happened. Notice how in the second video she said that the girl in the red, they told her the same thing, but she didn't mention that in the first video. Why? And am I supposed to believe that the guy literally pointed straight, put his finger in her face like she said, and she didn't do anything? She just took it? Come on, dog. We know that that's not what would have happened. They would have got into a fight with the promoter. They would have tried to jump him. I mean, they're already not getting in the club. Why would they care? They just told her, yo, you're too fat and you dress like you ready to go to sleep. You can't come in the club. I'm sorry. That's it. But this is the state of affairs in America today, that everything has to be seen through a racial lens, or everything is racist, or like, we must be victims and we have to look at everything. And no. It's not like that. Not everything is because of the color of your skin. And I know black people, I don't want to say everybody, right? But a lot of black people don't like to hear that. But not everything is because of the color of your skin. Sometimes things happen for other reasons. Again, I just made these videos about Carnival Cruise, and they're banning certain activities and certain music, certain whatever, not because they're trying to keep black people out. But again, they made it about race, but not because they're trying to keep black people out. It's because they're trying to keep the ghetto people out within your community. So are you just saying that when you say they're banning black people, that all black people are ghetto? Because that's the argument that you guys are making, right? That all black people are ghetto, therefore if they're banning black people music and certain activities and certain things and making certain regulations, is essentially banning all black people, and it's racism. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.